My buddies almost fought on our first movie set. That's what started all this social media stuff. I wrote a movie script about my friends, and I wanted to try to figure out how to create a way to make movie scripts without having to move out to New York or LA or whatever it was. We got an opportunity to make a movie through the Cincinnati Filmmakers, who I'm super thankful for. It's a nonprofit, all-volunteer project. My friends and family got the opportunity to act as themselves, and my buddies, Kyle and Sean from college, I just watched The Wolf of Wall Street last weekend, and they are literally Donnie and Brad to a T.
A couple mil coming in like a week. Yeah. And when it gets in, I'll give you a call. You come pick it up.
You give me a call.
When it gets here, I'll give you a call and you'll come pick it up.
If anyone's seen The Wolf of Wall Street, I just watched it a couple days ago and had this realization, but Donnie and Brad are these two guys that argue all the time.
I swear to God, my mash that douchebag's teeth in his fucking mouth.
You're gonna mash whose fucking teeth in? Whose fucking teeth you gonna mash in? I put the money on that fucking table, not you. I'm the reason we have this whole fucking deal.
A gun, you fucking idiot.
Fuck his gun. I put that money there. You know what? You're a fucking pill dealer. I got 5 more just like you, bro.
Keep talking, you fucking piece of
And
shit.
you know what else? You dress like shit, so fuck you.
Mother. Oh, Jesus! How about that, faggot? Who's a faggot?
You okay?
And Brad could beat the shit out of Jonah Hill's character Donnie in the movie. And that is Kyle and Sean. They talk so much. Like, Sean pushes Kyle's buttons to every possible extreme. Like, there was one time we were on a trip up to New York for the hot dog eating contest, and Sean had been talking shit for like 3 days. We were walking to like go get dinner or something, and Kyle turns around after Sean called him an intern or something like that. And Kyle's like, I will fucking kill you.
Just put the fucking car in park, you dumb fucking idiot.
Can't close the briefcase.
One fucking day you couldn't keep it together.
I was fucked up, right?
You're fucking kidding
Fucked
me.
up. It's a joke.
That is just the level that Sean takes it to. And granted, on a movie set, it was my first time. Kyle, if you're watching this moving forward, I'll be better as a leader, director of production. But I can't stop laughing sometimes because Sean's that kid. He's always like hit the dab head in the corner, right? And then when he gets going on these tangents,
Joke.
I'm sober.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a fucking
You
joke.
fucking
I'm
stupid.
not stupid.
Fucking
You know
driving
what?
you like
I'm
a
not-
fucking maniac. You know the attention that fucking
You know
draws.
what? I'm not stupid. I'm smart.
Smart.
I make $1 million
that right?
deals with smart, important people, unlike you. People who don't sucker punch people when they're scared, okay?
I'm scared,
And
huh?
by the way, I haven't gotten an apology yet for that.
apology? Oh.
I check my fucking messages every day when I
Did
come
you?
home from work. My answering
didn't get
machine,
one, huh?
0. I got a blinking light because I don't have shit from you.
Right, you know what? You got a
I got
big
my
fucking
wife.
mouth.
I got my wife checking the messages every 45 minutes, calling the office. Saying, has Brad apologized yet? Is there an apology message on the machine?
or these rants or whatever he's fucking off doing, I think it's the funniest thing ever. And I can't seriously sit down and be like, hey, stop. You know what I mean? Like, so he starts on this rambling tangent while we're in the middle of one of our biggest production days, as far as like as long as we were there and stuff. And we're getting ready to shoot this particular scene. And Kyle had it up to here. At one point, one of our cameramen was literally like, looks at me and goes, hey, points at Sean. He's like, is he on something? Like, is he inebriated or something?
Has Brad apologized yet? Is there an apology message on the machine?
apology.
I don't
You know
have
what?
jack shit. You know what? That's not how you treat people.
You got a big fucking mouth. You know, I'm gonna give you a fucking pass. Just give me the case.
You're gonna give me a pass.
Kyle's like, no, he's just a fucking idiot. Like, you know, so the tensions were high already.
Look, it's a figure of fucking speech.
Oh my
Just give me
gosh, the
fucking-
Emperor of Foxville came down from Foxville to give me a
Fuck
pass.
off,
Hey, what are the citizens of Foxville doing today when the Emperor's gone? Is it mayhem? Are people looting and raping?
And I'm getting ready to, I was doing the slate, so I'm getting ready to slate in for our next scene.
Camera's rolling.
Oh, sound? Actually, hold for sound for a second.
Hold for sound.
Sean says, hey.
All right, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure. Because it's supposed to be a PG-13 movie, so you only get one fuck. I just realized what I just said, but you only get to say the F word once in the movie, so you get one fuck, literally. We're getting ready to do this scene, and Sean's like, yeah.
Okay, speed.
He starts saying, like, but I can't say the F word? What the hell? And he's like, starts going on this tangent. And you can tell all the production team's like, this guy's out of pocket and shit. And then Kyle just turns around.
John, shut up.
We're gonna try to move forward here. Ready?
Yeah. Sleep.
Speed.
Sound good? All right. John, shut up! Like just exhausted, just done with them. I'm telling you, those two are Donnie and Brad from The Wolf of Wall Street to a T, and you get to live with that, for 2 years in college, and then get to see that stuff picked up right where it left off every time those guys get together. Man, it's just one of the most funny, enjoyable things and that to me, like that's a reflection of a genuine friendship. Like that particular group of guys, every time they get together, every time we get together, man, you just pick up right where you left off, and it's like you were never apart. And I think that's something that I'll never have a true understanding or knowledge of that stuff till I'm 6 feet in the ground. But there's just something special about having those type of friends in your life where it's like it almost feels like time stops until the next time you see them. And obviously, you continue to get older and you learn things in life and keep moving forward. But when you get together with those friends, for the relationships and friendships to kind of stay right where they are and continue from there, I think that's a special trait, and I don't think everybody gets to experience that. And I don't experience that with every single person that I don't get to see all the time. But that's one thing that was cool about the movie scene. Not only getting to produce a movie, but to produce it with the people that I've always believed in. And that was a tough realization when you do leave college. College isn't the real world, and when you get out into it and you start trying to make a career and life for yourself, that was one of the toughest things I ever realized. Is like it's hard enough to recruit yourself to believe in the dreams that you're chasing every single day, but I think to try to get other people to believe in themselves, that's a whole other thing. And I can't say that I'm there yet because we haven't started our Tom Movie Company and all that stuff that we've talked about for a long time. But it was cool to take that first step towards it and kind of get to see your friends and family deliver the way that you hoped that they would. I think that was one of the hardest things for me is like, it's one thing to joke around and laugh and stuff, but like when you do get told over and over, it's like, hey, you haven't made it yet. Hey, you haven't made it yet. You're not going to make it, are you? Like whether it was a friends or family, it's just like, yeah, like I haven't made it to the point where, we can hire people and have our own company and stuff, but I'm never going to stop chasing what I love. And while it's been a tougher road to go that route of I'd rather chase a dream than sell out for, whether it's a simple basic 9-to-5 job that pays better or just a easier lifestyle or a girl or whatever it is, like I'll never stop chasing something that's meaningful to me. And the pairing of that is like, I still believe in my family and friends. Like I know everybody out there has what they believe is an awesome family and an awesome group of friends, and you should think that way, right? Like that's how we are in life. But up to this point, my friends and family have proven to me what they're worth through the social media numbers that I have and have continued to develop. And it's not a flex. It's just like it's kind of reassurance. Like, okay, like I think, we can continue to do this and we can continue to have movie scripts written about us and hopefully turn those into films. And that's one thing that like you don't get to think about when you're facing failure and rejection in those areas. There's a lot of opportunities that I thought I was going to have with scripts that got turned down by different production companies, or a lot of posts that I thought were going to do well that didn't. And it's a 5-year road of like, dang, I failed and was bad at a lot and still working to get better because I'm not where I'd like to be based off the goals that I've set for myself. But I think one thing that you just have to remember is like there's going to be days where it doesn't look like you're making any progress. Like that one social media post that could change your life. It could take 1 million tries before you hit the right post, right? Or get the right audience, get it in front of the right audience, or write the right script, and that's something that I will always just be thankful to Cincinnati filmmakers for. And anyone out there, if you're trying to get started in the film industry and you're in the Midwest, look up the Cincinnati filmmakers. They kind of gave me what I look at as like a life-changing opportunity and something that I hope that I'm able to create a successful product out of, because it's something I could never repay them for. And I'll always stay loyal to them on whatever they need from me, because that was a starting point for me. And we haven't even released a film yet. And it's like, it was just such a cool opportunity to not only get to produce a film, but you learn so much along the way. And again, I feel like I would make films with Cincinnati filmmakers the rest of my life if I could get the social media aspect to continue to grow, like I grow it into what I'd like it to be. Just because, like, for me, I know people say, like, oh, don't stay in your hometown, don't stay small-minded. It's like, it's not about staying small-minded. It's about getting there with the people that believed in you and helped give you the opportunities to make it. I mean, if I was a multimillionaire movie star writing scripts out in Los Angeles and New York, it would be less meaningful to me than getting to produce movies locally with the people who I always believed could act as themselves in a movie. I'd rather continue to make indie films and short, small projects under budget with people who I've always believed in and want to continue to grow and build something with. Like, that's something to give a fuck about, That's something that's actually meaningful. And that's, like, the part that you don't get to talk about enough when you are chasing a dream, because you're so deep down the rabbit hole of, like, I got to keep grinding and going after this. But it's like, I don't really give a fuck about how it gets done. It's about who I get to do it with. And I know what I love doing. I know that I can find a way to make it work financially for myself. I want to make movie scripts and films with and about my family and friends. And I don't really care about some big market or getting it in front of some big production company. Like, I don't think you need all that to succeed. I think if the product is good, you can get people to watch it. I don't think you need a bunch of professional shit or a bunch of big name actors and all this fucking money. Like, I think what it all starts with, from a standpoint of creativity, is belief and originality. We're in an era now where half the shit you see on social media is generated by AI. It's like, whatever happened to, like, the human brain and creativity and imagination? Like, why can't you have original content and do it in a different way? Why do you always have to follow a trend and not be original? Like, to me, I would rather never succeed and continue to put out content that's truly, like, from my heart. Not to get cheesy, but, like, I want to be originally creative. I want to be able to do things in a way, and it's not even just for me, but, like, in an authentic, genuine way that reflects human nature. Like, I founded Tom through my college degree. So it's like, as much as this is entertainment and creativity, it's also like a study of human nature for me. Like, I want to see how people react to the things that I'm talking about. I want to kind of create a lens of just a perspective of, like, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm going to try to figure it out. And I just feel like there's not enough of that in our society today. Like, everybody's just like, what's the quickest, easiest way I can do something? And it's just not the way that I'm wired. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it backwards, but I truly just believe that original content and speaking from the heart and doing things the way that you believe they should be done is more important. And I think that's comes back to, like, communication with God. I don't know how you can't believe that there's not a higher power doing things amongst us and through us, because at the end of the day, if you look back on the course of history, like, pretty much every human being didn't really know what they were doing, believed in something, and the ones that chased it, they did something with their life. And for me, I don't, like, I'm working 9-to-5 jobs now to pay my bills and try to get out of college debt, but, like, at the end of the day, I really don't care. There will always be another 9-to-5. There will always be another job that you have to do or a bill that you have to pay, but there's only one opportunity that you get with the people that you love to do something that you care about, and you get one life to do that. I would rather chase those things than a basic job that eats up my life and makes me miserable. So I don't know how I went on that tangent from Kyle and Sean, but those are two of my best friends, and to get to see them have a little Donnie and Brad interaction and catch it on camera, that shit means something to me. And I hope that it's the first of many films with those guys and the first of many films with Cincinnati filmmakers. So, like I said, forever grateful for all of you for continuing to follow and support. And we're just going to keep going forward here. Talks to Tom.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street getting big, but I can't even breathe no more. to me.